There is a strong case to be made for mandatory and binding referendums. A legal requirement that certain policies are subject to referendum. This would prevent the government from enacting radical policies without a mandate. But who would decide when to initiate such a referendum? You could have a piece of legislation outlining certain policies that would require such a referendum. Or you could have an independent, politically neutral body make the decision. This policy would reduce the power of the government and eliminate its ability to pursue a secret agenda. It is horrifying that the government can radically change the country with no mandate whatsoever, should they wish to. And this is not just theoretical. In the 1980s and 1990s, Labour and National both introduced countless radical policies without any mandate whatsoever. They could easily do it again. Large-scale asset sales, extensive privatisation, the Employment Contracts Act, radical tax reform. Major foreign policy decisions such as trade deals and military alliances. Fundamental constitutional changes. These kinds of policies should be subject to a referendum. Radical transformational policies should require a mandate from the population. That is what it means to live in a democracy. An exception would have to be provided for emergency circumstances where radical action is essential and there is not room for a referendum. During times of war or pandemic, for example. In such a context, a referendum would not be practical or desirable. So an exception would be required. But there is a very strong case for such a policy. The government simply has way too much power. They can enact radical policies without a mandate. They can pursue a secret agenda. This policy would put the people back in charge. This policy would strengthen our democracy considerably.